And we begin tonight with something that has been a celebrated and revered part of Idaho's history and economy for over half a century, now gone. We're talking about horse racing, specifically at Les Bois Park.
Once a thriving gathering place for thousands in the summer months, employing over 300 people, the track is now dark for a fourth year, with its future still uncertain. Track leaseholders, Treasure Valley Racing's bid to pass a bill allowing historical racing terminals in the Turf Club to fund the racing season failed in the election of 2018. And in December of last year, they opted out of their lease, claiming the absence of a revenue source made running Les Bois Park financially not viable. With two new Ada County commissioners now on board, we ask the question, what's next for what real estate experts believe is the region's most valuable real estate?
Our Misty Inglet tries to answer that question for us tonight. She's live at the track. Misty.
Mark and Kim, even though Treasure Valley Racing officially quit its lease with the county in 2018, things here at Les Bois Park have been dark since 2016 while the company worked to try and restore horse racing in Idaho. Now, Ada County commissioners tell me that while they're not entirely sure yet what's next for Les Bois, the current conditions of this track all but guarantee that horse racing will not be making a comeback here. Sounds that used to fill Les Bois Park have now faded into history. A track once filled with horses, jockeys, and their clouds of dust, now overgrown with years of grass and weeds. Stands that were once full of cheering crowds now sit silent and empty.
Live horse racing is really the victim of this electronic age we're in.
In past interviews with KTVB, Garden City Mayor John Evans says he believes Les Bois Park could have a greater purpose.
I've always believed that there was a higher and better use for that property than its current use.
What that better use might be is what Ada County commissioners are still trying to figure out.
I think we're looking at trying to do something with the property as a whole. I think piecemealing it out really doesn't make any sense moving forward.
Commissioner Kendra Kenyon says the whole property incorporates 240 acres, which includes other buildings like the fairgrounds, the U of I extension, the Boise Hawks Memorial Stadium, and Expo Idaho.
My idea coming into office was before we decide what we're going to do with that property, all 240 acres, we wanted to get a really thorough assessment and analysis of every asset on that property, every contract, every lease.
That assessment is now complete. So Kenyon says the next step is to get the right group of people together to analyze the results and figure out what the best use of the land is going to be. She says one option could be a public-private partnership to get the property back on tax rolls, which the county could benefit from. However, Kenyon says before any decision is made, the public will be asked to give input because the commissioners want to do their due diligence.
This is a long-term project. It's not going to happen overnight. It's going to take getting all the right partners to the table. We really want to make sure we've got one shot at developing this property, and we want to make sure we do it right.
Now, I asked Commissioner Kenyon if selling the property could be an option, and she said that, again, it goes back to the whole idea if they want to look at all 240 acres, not just this Les Bois parcel. So she said that selling would be something they'd have to consult the county's legal team about more in depth to see if that's even a viable option. Mark?
Wow, Misty, there were a lot of people tonight hoping there was a glimmer of hope for the return of horse racing someday at the park on the corner of Glenwood and Chinden. It's obvious that door has now closed. Thank you.